My mobibia ahama kwaba from Cstv area print obre kasiye na inde yenhwe de insem no de bedimu akotene ankasa afenya makin ade se wa power ayaresabia foforo krade ama adehia wo mfimfin mountain Sameka say so the Omampeni John Dramani Mahama Apao, a vegetable development project. I know eba beboa, ama nyuma so it's me akoso. Na ye ko obi man so a na ye jinemu ewo Hong Kong. Nipa be se biasan insia ana kyese omato anananam ewo insie de we ni nsema hodo a obete ewo kase wi. Jumeku omaso yasen ye de kase ye so. Sarah's Dream Jewelries. Amsel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, Rema Ushering Agency, KS Raffimes Co. Limited, Sile Sweet Tom Brown, NAP Apartment Hotel and Afinso, Crystal Direct Pet Shop, Omo Anachas, Omo Boy, Yechidoma Yedekasi, Eba Besso, Minso Majapini, Medin, and Mame, Ama Bafua. I am Muslim. Eda say na me ka wo sell ko abefide time so Facebook no Cstv chokwa like share na fin so for adwentren so eto ase odu YouTube wa subscribe efa ema yese ne bia bibia de betum so no ani anase wo sabeka bie na ye share yesem no ase ayede ani eko akokyire mu ewo Omampeni John Dramani Mahama nakache na Omampeni John Dramani Mahama ya de se wa pao vegetable development project Achese your friend say you redua ewo ahafo mante ni na ne say ba beboa ama ekadwuma so etimi edimu ano eka aban plant aban dwumedi achese wode aba say ba beboa ama achese yeduadua nnobaya ahodo na aboa ma imebunu so etimi enya edwuma aye.
It is a great pleasure for me to be in Kukom today for the official launch of the Vegetable Development Project, affectionately known as Yeridua. This initiative represents a bold and strategic step under our flagship Feed Ghana program. It reflects our collective determination to transform Ghana's vegetable subsector into a competitive, technology-driven, climate-smart, and job-creating industry. Today is not just about the commissioning of a project. It is the beginning of a new chapter in our national agricultural renaissance. To expand large-scale and smallholder to production of tomatoes, onions, and peppers using improved seed varieties and modern agronomic practices. Strengthen the entire value chain from input supply and production to aggregation, storage, processing, and marketing. To create dignified, predictable jobs, especially for young people, women, and persons with disability. Additionally, a modern pack house will be constructed to handle the grading, the sorting, packaging, and cold chain management of all the vegetables that are produced. The entire project has been carefully designed to be completed within 12 months. This vegetable development project will be replicated in many other parts of the country, especially in the north where water availability is a major challenge at many times of the year.
Osobeka Cstv yede isebetu edwane na efa don command ba no de no kwamena afenyo making eni na efa ECOWAS achese ono ko jire mu a na osi omayi anemu na eno ana chese eye majority leader Mahama Ayariga ede nsem ekodan eye speaker awo chiremu se ne ya chese afenyomakin eye ewo ECOWAS honum no ntwa ye ne saninti ewo se speaker etimi eye bibi efa ho inde ade se speaker etimi ama afenyomakin se won kodan eye privilege committee na anobaba ibia no so wotimi ede atu edwana so enda meka se de ECOWAS impenifo no won kan ho bi.
Honorable members, having reviewed the complaint, the standing orders, and the governing principles, I am satisfied that the matter raised prima facie implicates the dignity and institutional integrity of this House. Pursuant to Order 34.1, I therefore refer the matter, the complaint lodged by the Honourable Member for Boku Central and a majority leader to the Committee on Privileges and Immunities for examination, inquiry, investigation, and report to the House. The committee is directed to 1. Ascertain the relevant facts giving rise to the complaint, including the action taken by the House and by the Honourable Member concerned. 2. Review those actions taken within the framework of our standing orders and the applicable protocols of the ECOWAS Parliament.
Afe so nanu adasa obekaya mede betu edwase okọ eye pandai abato empeso aso achese mrahye bedwani owo ho eye Matthew Nyindam ya de se ababetu edwase yede insem ekodan court nini na afa eye afimpinu ni eduonu enan abato ekọ so ewo pandai no yese niema antimi antoto na kwem nisani tinu wahye wodi nefuam eduasa asiwo se sa eduasa no esia to ana se esia ade se ombeto aba ewo pandai abato empeso ane so na nrada na cheso kopie mu ewo mrahye bedwafie ana afi so speaker echirebu se ba waba no owo ho kwan se obetimi ene wo fafo etimi ehia anasa atena so ewo parliament na no ana twese eye dom dodo no ba no deni echirebu se ade se wo yede nsem no akwakodan court mum na mmom no na wonhwe nim ko se opanyin ebetimi abawa bepie mu ewo mrahye bedwafie na so ndey speaker adia tum se owo ho kwan se obetimi aba.
The ruling of the Tamil High Court was delivered on the 24th of November 2025. The statutory 7-day stay therefore remains in force until 1st December 2025. During this period, the High Court's ruling cannot form the basis for the Speaker to instruct the clerk to notify the Electoral Commission that the Pandai seat is vacant. Honourable members, it's therefore too much premature to say that the Honourable Matthew Nyindam is disqualified from entering and participating in the proceedings of the House, because this period still falls within the 7 days mandatory stay of execution of the order.
Na don dodo anu ba no deni Mahama Ayariga so de seba tudwa wo chibu se wabra twese NPP amanyoko no wa abenwemu no na niema nheda enkoye ne mom no ndisi aban ebetena so no niema etoto na akwemu weni na FI 2026 budget ehun komodidi a na ekoso ewo mrahye bedwani ana cheso panini ede nsenwe etudwa.
When you hear big push, you should hear big jobs. Big push, big jobs. 60 billion Ghana cedis worth of road contracts. Can you imagine how many carpenters will be used? Can you imagine how many masons will be used? Can you imagine how many engineers will be used? Can you imagine how many truck operators will be used? How many bulldozer operators will be used? How many cement sellers will sell? Do you know how many jobs will be created by the big push of over $60 billion contracts? I'm surprised that you don't understand where to spend. Why? When Donald Trump was talking about creating jobs, he talked about big expenditure. Big ticket expenditure creates big jobs.
Na Ghana National Fire Service omutitini na no fori so de server to ja wo chere wo say wo hwe fire service ejuma acheso wo di no etrakra ni sa ni ntine wo say wotimi esesa edi no every Ghana National Fire Service eco rescue service.
Like yesterday, somebody suggested that our name should not even be just fire service. It should be rescue service, because we don't just fight fire. When accident happens on the road, or when there is flood and other stuff, we are not fighting fire, but we are the very individuals who are trying to rescue the citizen from those actions. So yes, we are going to ensure that we are able to get some of these modern technologies so that we'll be able to do our job and do it better, so that nobody is going to throw stone at us.
Ejumano, nema bibre oha atosin kakra na metu for say anka omo en use what we call geographical information systems, which is a system one omo betime de amapo baby ensuo bia na de ba ya omo tu odumja afidie na omo nkon nanti na omo nim baby potin ya ensuo wo
in there and natural say your mommy first lady Nana Kunedu Ajiman Wallace ne yiyo no ekoso ewo Independence Square na ebusiafo kasa ya fe so ma yentie nsema atwese ne mba ne bi de etu eja.
Tribute by the children, led by Kimathi Rawlings. Mom, you lived with a conviction that shaped both our family and the country. Yours was the consummate life of a tireless patriot, a woman who loved her country and celebrated it every opportunity she got. No problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no problem was too small for you to personally tackle, and no solution was ever out of your expertise. That a woman existed that still resonates today. The movement established about 1,000 early childhood development centers, advanced adult literacy, set up income-generating activities, and led legal reforms granting inheritance rights to women and children. Mom, you championed the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and fought relentlessly for the dignity and self-reliance of women. You were never just advocating, you were doing. You will be remembered as a woman of action. Your legacy resonates far beyond our family. The movement you led and your unwavering pursuit of equality will continue to shape Ghana for generations. As we grow older, we came to understand your uncompromising, kind, and relentless nature more deeply. You lived your values without reservation, believing that actions were either right or wrong, and never settled for the uncommitted gray space in between. This clarity, rare in politics, made you an exceptional leader. You taught by example that doing nothing was never acceptable. Your conviction and insistence on action gave courage to the countless women and inspired a nation's democratic process.
My engineer who sing way so na yenda yo husma by dwedie musem ne dia kan so ebe akwem.
The manager of Crystal Jurek Pet Shop. Here, we have varieties of pet foods and accessories. When it comes to dog foods and cat foods, we have everything. We have the 25 kg pellets, the 20 kg, the 10 kg. We have Happy Home, High Performance, Dog Chew, Jack Pet Food, GC Puppy and Adults, High Retrieval, Happy Canine. When it comes to the leashes or the collars, we have everything, whether small, medium or large. We have their supplements, their vitamins, fish oils, medicated soaps, and their tablets. We also have the flea and tick sprays, their refreshers. And when it comes to their bowls, we have different types of bowls. Stainless or plastic bowls, medium, large. We have their traveling bags, their bathing tubs, their towels, and all their chains as well. We also do breeding of dogs and cats. Whether you are looking for poodles puppies, any mixed breed, we have them. Foreign cats too are available. When it comes to their treats, we have their big bones, we have their biscuits, we have their snacks, we have our locations. One is located at East Legon American House, adjacent KB Clay, near Intifo Avenue Street. We also have a branch at Blue Lagoon, Sacramento, opposite the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, General Anchor Street. You can contact us on 0243 03 2066 or 020 473 8175. At Crystal Jewelry, we will always want your pet to smile.
Afe mayema wibia akwaba bio fambra ewia prentbre kasie e Cstv so edia me die so maame ama bafuanie de so dwedebu SM na opening kwankyerefo de Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry Ramak Bedu Abuaje de nsema tuda wo kire wo se so man ye betimi akonkan ye wo se yetimi bomodin na sikakra bia ne ankrankra adwuma ko ye ne won edi kasubon se ne be ya ebe ye sikasem anase economy no enso betimi edim.
Development of an economy for me is a partnership. So the banks will play their role, the businesses will now, because if they don't go for the loan, the money will be there. There's nothing you can do with it. Now that government is not borrowing with the T-bill rate now at 10%. Gone are the days where it was 25%, where the banks will take their money, give it to government, go and sleep, and make 25% interest and high profit. Now that trend is changing. Government is not borrowing, so you have no option than to give it to the private sector. We've seen a reduction in credit to the private sector, an increase in the credit to the private sector, and I'm sure that it's going to be sustained. That is where we'll be able to move our economy forward. In fact, if interest rates should come down and businesses are borrowing, the bank themselves will also do very well. They will make a lot of profit because non-performing loan will also go down. So we are holding them to their word, and obviously we are all here.
Now, in the managing director, the Matema Oil Refinery, Edmond Combat in the Abo Ghana engineers, no Abaso Payes and some Abom Humoding. Ama in day a Jumeko Tema Oil Refinery, a sign Eba Ebiwa Eba Be Ejuma.
The plans is to make sure that when we start operating, we don't shut down. We run continuously so that the country sees the true benefits that will be derived from the refinery. And then also we have an aging population. So, and thankfully you just saw that new engineers have been inducted today. So we have to train those young people to fill in the gap of those who are retiring, to be able to build a very proper workforce to continue to work with us. So for us, we believe that we are at a stage where the country has really no option but to make sure that for our economic viability, we have such vital state institutions continue to work.
Afe mayombo remu ewo obi manso se meka se yikopiemu ewo Hong Kong ade se apartment bi a chese ewo honum eja atom ma nipa be se aduasan sia ana chese o ma femu ato anananum ewo insiedo dodo na nso a ayera na fire service jumayeni bi nso na oka ho a chese wo kwa akobua ma yeyi amanfo a chese wo ka ewo edan na se no ono so afemu ato anananum ewo insiedo se meka se mpenifo de abetu edwa se wona waka asase na se no wonim se bia obi ewu mu ne sality 36 a chese omotimi a record no ebia ombeyi anase ombewie eye nipa yiye no na chese ebi aba beka ho afe mayenda yan hosima ye ba agudie mu nsem ebe ba wa akwem Maya Samu Bibia Aquaba Bio do so a good deal and seven Ghana Premier League. When you say and chair and I just say a baby told just say 11 wonders. One at a omobo a bon, what they are two a just say come with coon pie. See, I was simply for it me bomoding. Now more day Adriane Ahodo Eberson one. Nende and I just say also for shall good deal so. Kofi Adams said they are two a jar, which will say I was so much timable homoding. Na a case here what to be a bobbies as I say, young fire funu and call, and I say a mamma found me funu and case a omni janin dinty sanity, a case here the crown bobby, or sanso added to just say, just now almost a shannon and no and whom here pie.
They must take the management of the fan bases a little bit serious. Through that, they will be able to improve their finances and to deal with some of these situations. But it's unfortunate that at the time an arrangement has been done where clubs started the season with 1 million Ghana cedi, which had never happened before, you will have such a situation. I don't know how much these players are owed. I don't know how much the coach, the technical team is owed, but I want to appeal to the players to continue to play for the JC and play for the club. I'm sure that they will resolve these issues because some of these actions mar the game.
Near so a Nigerian and some nadi crime in Yuntuni or there are two a which you say about on any team na say about a traditional media, say a radio and I say TV or Omon can say Omon pair a traditional media, no the Crawford Ekikan on the Caribbean in
It's helping us to grow. It's left for us to capitalize on that. Again, we would never, myself and my team, we would. It's helping us to grow. It's left for us to capitalize on that. Again, we would never, myself and my team, we would.
Into the crime and I would say and Kano Mayenda and Smaya Bar, you will miss a try baby wakim. I've heard it so a real satire, so because say an apemo one natural say in Suba Piteka cra na afe so in Suba Pite El Biache say a bay a year in poor and no an afe so a real mosuno a dear sir a ria ebebo ewo Ghana fana bebia na Oshe Nenumbre mosuno a aprana and afe so in so a better talk kakra. Ewie busiafo ase na yede kasia ye boaboa no ne nanu yede ebesi ewa ha nyumeko we bi ana omuso yase na yede kasia ebedan mo Sarah's Dream Jewelries omuwa Kanishin Asafo Ashi Street Amsel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing ewa Spinters omone KFC no ana edi enimhwe Rema Ocean Agency ewa Kaswa Amafro KS Raffiness Co Limited Wadansuma Runabout Sile Street on Brown, Wakaswa Amount from Nap Apartment Hotel, Wadansuman First Link, Crystal Direct Pet Shop and so Ewa East Legon, Omone American House no and at a sebo a share. Means so many opinion, Navy and the so many and then mamma ama bafwa, Macramina.